Hi. This is roughly my 5,000th take trying to do a video. It is Sunday, May the 3rd. It's about 11:15. I have been trying to film this now for a good hour and a half, and every time I fuck it up. And I think the reason I fuck it up is because I'm trying to make it too much of a performance. So whenever I do one of these videos that I do for YouTube, like I'll do my news videos and shit, I've got a few bits in mind, a few little gags that I want to throw in there and things I want to talk about, and I roughly lay out the plan for the video in my head. And I did that with this one, but this is very different. In this one I want to talk about real shit. So I think trying to make it a performance where I was all upbeat and trying to be funny and then sliding into something else and then coming back out of it is the reason that I keep stumbling over my words. And the problem is that when I do that, like, anyone who knows me will know that talking isn't exactly something that I struggle with. In fact, I think a lot of people would be much happier if I talked less or not at all. But it is something that I can do. Like, I can stand in front of a room of 1,000 people and just talk shit, but it's a performance. And trying to talk about real stuff, I hit a point where, because I want to be coherent and I want to be cogent and I want to be reasoned, I want to make my point and I want to make it eloquently. Because I hit a point where emotion overrides that and then I can't find the words I'm looking for, and rather than just spew a string of curse words and inanity, I'm not buffering, or rather I am, but the video is not. See, this is what I do. I just sort of stop because my brain's going, what can you say? You can't say that, you can't say that, that's not clever enough, you can't say that, which is dumb. So I am completely bypassing that, and this entire video is now just whatever comes out. This is the take. I don't care what happens in this one. If I accidentally somehow get my penis out, then my penis will be out. You'll have to live with it. What a rare treat for you all. So, I want to talk about... Right, first I'm going to very briefly mention that... Right, no, first I'm going to... See, this is what I mean when I don't plan it out. Okay, first of all, hi. I'm Clyde, the orangutan, from the 1978 box office hit Every Which Way But Loose. You may also remember me from the 1980 sequel, Any Which Way You Can. And I would like to talk to you today about my big old hairy face and the jumper I'm not wearing, and then some emotional stuff, and then a charity plea. That's the basic plan. Because there was a plan. I did lay out how this video was supposed to go in my head. And I was going to be wearing my Coca-Cola Christmas jumper, because I'm a little bedraggled from tidying and stuff, and not sleeping and that. And so I thought I'll change into something clean and sit down and do the video, because this has got the stains of my labour all over it. And I was going to sit there and I was going to start the video like this, drinking my Coke, and this also gives me an excuse to deal with my dry mouth. So, and then I was going to try and do a post-production twing on my teeth so it sort of sparkles, which is ironic because this shit won't make your teeth sparkle, it melts them. Mine are eroding. That's not a joke, or it might are literally melting, but there we are. So I was going to do that, and while wearing the Christmas jumper, and then I was going to joke that the first take of the attempt at this, I ironically spilt Coke all down myself, and that's why I put on the Christmas jumper, which is not entirely true. I just didn't want to be scruffy, but now I am scruffy, and that joke doesn't happen. So you'll have to live without it somehow. But if you think about it, it's not very funny actually. Then I was going to move on to introducing myself as Clyde the orangutan, which I did, I think, because at this point all of the takes are rolling into one. And yeah, that's what I mean about it being a performance. I had all these bits and it just got too complicated in my head, and if I didn't get it quite how I pictured it, then I got pissed off. So I scrapped all that, and now here I am, and I'm going to briefly mention the coronavirus and then move on from it, because this is not the focus of this video, but it's worth mentioning because I want you to know that I understand that the coronavirus is affecting everyone, and it may shape your response to this video. The economic downturn might mean you are unable to financially support the charity plea that I'm going to be putting out. I completely appreciate that. the toll it's taking on you mentally, physically, emotionally may mean you don't have the headspace or the energy to support the charity plea I'm putting out in other ways, and I completely appreciate that. There is zero pressure here. None of you I will have any issue with if I don't see you sharing it or retweeting it or whatever, because I know sometimes people can feel guilty about not doing, but you know, you've got your own shit going on, so I really hope that you're able to give me the time of the day to watch this video. If you're not, then just assume that at some point I did get my penis out, but you didn't have to see it. End the video now. I'll see you soon. For those of you who are still here, congratulations, and please do tell everyone that I did get my penis out, because that'll be hilarious when they sit there and go, I don't want to see it, but I kind of want to find out if he actually did, and then they watch the video anyway. So that'll be a great viral marketing campaign for me. I would like to talk about cancer. I know, right? What a great way to start your Sunday. I'd like to talk about cancer because I don't know anyone who has not got a cancer story. It is a nasty, insidious, hentai tentacle monster that has slithered its way into the lives of pretty much everyone I know, whether that be them personally being affected or knowing someone who is. I have lost people I care about to this disease, and I have seen people I care about come through it and fight it off, and I have seen the many faces of the disease, and I've seen the emotional toll it takes on people, and it can fuck off into a bin, and the bin can get rolled into the sea, and the sea can catch fire. Fuck it. At the moment, one of my very dearest friends, my adopted brother, and part of my adopted family, because that's what we've always claimed to be, all of us. We have a very tight-knit group of friends who might not see each other for years at a time, literally, because we're spread across the countryside now, but within 5 minutes of us getting back together in a room, the group reasserts itself. Everyone is in their old roles. Everything's exactly the same as it always was. And that's incredibly comforting and lovely to know that we are still those people that we were at 18, inside. I mean, not outside, obviously, I'm a haggard wreck of a man, but inside we're all the same. And so we adopted each other early, and there is nothing I would not do for any of those people. And the extended family that comes along as we've all paired off, and like some of us have married and had kids, and some of us have found, you know, direction in their lives, and we've all. The point I'm making is I love all of those guys and girls and any other genders that may be in the group. I love everyone, and I would do anything for any of you. And one of our group is suffering right now, and mate, you are the most stubborn bastard I think I've ever met in my life, and for me that is 100% a compliment, because I mean that you do not let shit stop you when there's something that you want to happen. You make it happen, because you just refuse to accept that it won't. Which has led to some interesting discussions between us over the years about things like the exact definition of the term AWOL, which was always fun. But this is the thing: you are stubborn because you have a tremendous well of strength that you can draw upon to fight your battles. And I have absolutely no doubt that you will not only kick the living shit out of cancer, but you will someday be the genetic marker by which they create the cure, because you are unkillable by conventional means. That being said, I know you're suffering right now, and that's really fucking lousy. And I know that I and everyone else would really like to be there for you physically right now and give you a hug and tell you it's okay, and we'd like to be there physically for all your family and loved ones and help them through this, and we can't because of the coronavirus bullshit, and that's not fair on any of you, that you can't have that support right now. So first of all, you know that 100% we're all here for you, and we're 100% all here for each other, and any of you need anything, and let me know, because I will find a way to make it happen if I have to inflict bodily harm on someone to make it so. But also, these sort of things tend to trigger a response in people, and I know they do in me, where you want someone or something to blame, and in this case we have something to blame, which is cancer, and you want to attack the thing that you want to blame. You want to do something about it. I am while I may spend an awful lot of time sat on my ass saying I should really do that thing, there is still the urge within me when something happens to want to do that thing. And in this case, what I want to do is something proactive. So, I saw a post about Macmillan Game Heroes, which is a promotion that Macmillan Cancer Support are doing where they're asking people to use their gaming time as a means to fundraise. Now, I'm no stranger to the 24-hour game marathons. I've done a bunch of them, and not just for charity. I mean, sometimes I just don't stop playing games and then wonder where my life is going. But I decided I'm going to do a 26-hour gaming marathon for Macmillan Game Heroes. The idea behind that was that it was 3 a.m. and I hadn't slept, and I was a little bit Looney Tunes, and noticed a post by a friend where they were sad that they weren't able to fundraise this year via the London Marathon because, obviously, coronavirus. And it got me thinking that I would 100% do something like that. I would run the London Marathon to raise money if I could, but I've got shit legs, and no one wants to see me dressed up as a sausage dog, basically collapsing and having some sort of seizure in the middle of London. So I thought, rather than do that, because I'm tremendously unfit, what I can do is something I am physically suited for, which is sit on my arse for 26 hours, 1 hour for each mile that I'm not running. It made perfect sense to me at 3 a.m. and I created the profile page, and I looked at it the next day and thought, oh, for fuck's sake, but I'm doing it now, so here we are. The game I'm going to be playing primarily is Minecraft, because it is a game that our little group have put a fuck lot of time into. It's a lot of fun. It does attract quite a few viewers, and I will be streaming the entire thing, so obviously that will hopefully bring in more money for the charity. And also, I feel that me spending that length of time digging a hole will probably lead to some sort of mental breakdown, which will be hopefully amusing for everyone watching, and then afterwards they'll just sedate me and cart me off into some sort of sealed room with rubber wallpaper, which would be quite peaceful. I'd enjoy the rest. So yeah, that's the idea. 26 hours, Minecraft. I'll probably mix it up. I'll probably throw in, I don't know, I might do a few rounds of Modern Warfare, a little bit of shooty bang bang to sort of get my energy back up if I've been slogging for a while. And I'm probably going to throw in some random weird games. Definitely want to try and get a few games of Mount Your Friends in there somewhere, because that shit's hilarious. So there will be sort of variations along the way, most likely, but the primary will be Minecraft, and the entire thing will be live streamed with a camera, so you can watch me probably fall asleep, and then someone can ring me and tell me to wake up and stop being a prick. All the details will be down here in a link. There is a page, it's a Just Giving page. You're not giving me the money because I'm shit with it. I mean, if you give it to me, I will have every intention of it going to charity and will accidentally order a very large fruit hat. So we're not doing that. It goes through the actual official Just Giving pages. You make your donation and it never has to come anywhere near my hands. If you can give money, please do. I've set a target of £1,000. I would like to raise 10 times that, and, you know, who knows. If you can't give money, I completely understand. If you can't, or if you can, please share the ever-loving fuck out of this. Share the video, share the post, share the page, tell your friends, write my URL in lipstick across your firm and supple breasts. I don't care how you get the information out there, but please, if you are able to, get the information out there, because the more people that see it, the more people that see it, and the more people that see it. That's how viral reach works, and the more people ultimately who've seen it, the more chance I've got of 1% of them throwing some money in the pot and then raising some money for a really good cause, and hopefully having a few laughs along the way for everyone who's struggling at the minute, which, you know, is another good thing to do. I mean, I know they say laughter's the best medicine, and I don't know, because I've taken codeine and that's good shit, but laughter helps. And I know you're suffering at the minute, mate, and I know a lot of other people are, and so if this will give you a chuckle and put some money in a pot that might help people, that's got to be a good thing. So, love you loads, and please share the fuck out of this if you see it, guys. Let people know about it, and yeah, I'll see you on May 9th through into 10th for 26 hours of me losing my shit and hitting blocks with a stick.